Today I'll show you how to create your first co-browse tour. Let's start by navigating to Outreach and co-browse tour. Create a new tour, and as you can see here, we now created a new tour which currently doesn't have any steps and has the default options applied. That's where you can basically change the voice for the voiceover, disable it, or even disable the background glow. Further down, we do have the use in AI bot options. This is basically where you tell the AI bot what the tour is about. So it can then suggest a tour to customers further on in conversations. And last but not least, we do have the start page. This is basically where Kai or any smart link will send the customer to start a tour on. So in a lot of cases, this will be set by default, but if you have some dynamic links in your app, you can definitely also cater that by replacing those with variables. So we have written a comprehensive help center article, especially for that if you're looking into more details there. Let's get started by creating our first tour and adding some steps here. I'll click on design or tour. We'll enter the page of our app where we want to show the tour in. For us, it's a local app. It's just a demo app. Let's hit start. As you can see here, the tour and also the tour browser already loads. It's really important that you have the latest SDK installed on the page where you want to show the tour on. We click Start Tour here. Now it's already time to basically add steps to that tour. First, we do have the centered message option. It's basically a message that will be displayed in the center, usually something that you can use to basically welcome customers, have some general inputs that are not specific to a certain element, or create an outro. For us, we will start with a centered message and welcome customers. Welcome to our demo app. Let's hit save step. So basically, first step already added. Next up, we want to add some pointers. So we'll click add pointer. And as you can see, now we can basically choose what element the pointer is pointing to. So for our demo, we'll point here and add something like this is a fancy box. Doesn't make much sense, but I think for the demo, that's perfectly fine. Hit save step. So we do have like the welcome intro, we do have a pointer here, but what if we now want to navigate around in our app? For that, you also add a pointer. We'll select one of those navigation bar elements. And now the cool part is you can also click on the drop down here and choose click on the element to proceed. Now we will add something like click here to navigate to the next page. This is basically what the co-browse tour will read. And in order for us in the tour designer to proceed, we'll hit save step and trigger click. This is basically triggering a click on the navigation element, so we will also be navigated to the next page. As you can see now, there's a mark that there's a click happening, and the page itself also changed to that other demo page. We can now continue with our product tour, add some more steps here, like this is a cool title, hit save, and to complete, that's it. That's basically it for adding steps. The goal here is really to have a use case in your app that occurs often. You basically run through that and have a full tour on how to achieve that goal within that use case. Hit save and close. Now, as you can see here, as we save the tour, it will now generate the voiceover for that tour. This will usually take a little bit. It's completed now. Let's continue by viewing our tour. so to check what we have created. For that, we do have a few different options. First, we can set the tour live or start the tour through code, or even ask a co-pilot to basically start the tour. For that, we need to first figure out when should Kai start the tour. And we will do something like show how to get started with the demo app. So this is basically the description of what that tour does for Kai. So whenever somebody asks something like, hey, can you help me get started? Or hey, can you show me how the demo app works? It will potentially suggest that tour might help to solve that specific issue. Let's hit continue, check out those rules. That's perfectly fine. We might, especially for local, we might remove the trailing slash here and launch the tour. No start page. We need a start page, which perfectly makes sense. For our case, the start page is basically the localhost. Let's save. Voices are generally generated whenever you hit save, and that just makes sure that everything is properly set up. Now we can potentially launch the tour. The tour is live and we can look into how that looks like. So let's open that page. As you can see here, it already started as we have the trigger with show the tour on that page. And as you can see here, it clicked on the element, navigated to the next page, and really showed the customer what that demo app is about.